Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Allison and I am doing a mukbang video, obviously. I went to bowling crab again because, I don't know, I'm obsessed. So I have shrimp, crawfish, fried oysters, and my snow crab rice and cocktail sauce, but I probably won't be using that. And I have water on the side, and let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about my foster care experience. Yes, I was in foster care sophomore year, well, till senior year. I'm not going to say why I was in foster care, but I'm just going to talk about my experience in it. But I know a lot of people, theirs is different. Some are better, some are worse. Not saying mine was bad, but I mean, I moved 3 homes, but one I stayed the longest, and the one I stayed the longest was interesting because it was a youth pastor and his housewife, and they had a daughter. When I moved in with them, I was 15, turning 16. And, you know, I'm very quiet if I don't know you. And it's like a new place. Like, it's a new thing. Like, I've never lived with people besides my family, like strangers. So, I've been really quiet. And I'm not rude or anything. So, you know, if you're meeting people, you're going to be quiet. That's it. So, you know, I'm a teenager. And I want to explore and everything. Not that I'm crazy or anything. But, like, hang out with friends and whatnot. Over a course of time living with them, I would get in trouble because of boyfriends. You know, when you like a guy and everything, you do anything to see them. So, there's that. And things were fine in the beginning. Until I think junior year came around. I was with this guy. I think I was 16. Yeah, I was 16. And this guy I was dating, I think he was 20. I know. Was he 20? No, he was 19. No, he was 20. I had to think about that. And they didn't know his age at first. But when they found out, did not like him. I mean, they took care of us, like me and my siblings, like we were their own. But they were just like too protective. I guess they're like regular parents. But they didn't know how to raise a teenager because they only have like what, she was like 3 or 4, or they had a 3 or 4-year-old. They didn't like him, which is whatever. I understand because he's grown and I'm a kid. And we dated, snuck around and did stuff. They find out, I get in trouble, the usual. Like, there's events that pop up. Like, I should have wrote stuff down to say, because I'm gonna be everywhere. Like, the housewife, she was kind of like you can tell she wasn't like she's used to having money, because she seemed spoiled but not spoiled. Like she was like a, like for example, I don't know how to like explain it, but for example, like we were at Target and my sister and my little brother wanted to go somewhere in the store, and then she was like, fine, it can never be my way. It always have to be your guys' way, huh? We always have to do what you guys want to do, not what I want to do. And I looked at her like, what the fuck? Like, you're fucking grown. Like, you can literally walk the other way at Target and we could just meet up later. Like, why do we all have to be linked up? I was like, okay. But my foster care experience wasn't really bad until I turned 18. But, like, when I was 15, it was fine. Like, you know, they think I'm this nice little girl. Well, like, I am. And they, like, forced Christianity. What the Christianity? I can't even say it. Whatever. Their religion on me. Or me and my siblings. They get mad if I didn't want to go to church. The thing is, my older brother, he didn't go to church. And they didn't care. But if I didn't want to, they'd be pissed. Like, why don't you want to go to church? Da, da, da. And I'm like, because I don't want to. And it's like I always had to do stuff to make them happy. So I always did stuff that they asked. Always try to do stuff with them to make them happy. Because they're taking care of us. But one day, they weren't going to go to church. So I was like, okay, like then we ain't going to church. Like, they said they weren't going to go to church. They're going to have a rest day. Mind you, she's a housewife and he's a youth pastor, so he only works like Sunday and Wednesday. Or like 3 days out of the week. I don't know how much youth pastors make, but I don't think it's that much. And obviously, she wasn't bringing anything to the house. We were their source of income. Because if you're a foster parent, you get paid or a stipend every month. But they didn't go to church, and I wasn't getting ready. So, and they're ready to drop us off, and I didn't know. And they're like, "Why aren't you ready?" I was like, "I thought you said we're not going to church." They're like, "No, we're not going to church. You guys are." And I was like, "What?" And they were so pissed because I made plans with my boyfriend. And you know what's funny? They always tell me, oh, if you want to do something, just tell us. So I was like, okay. And I told them, hey, I'm going here. They're like, why are you? He's like, can I go here? And I'm like, huh? He was like, you're supposed to ask. I'm like, well, last time you told me to tell you. He's like, yeah, well, we expect you to ask. So I was like, okay, can I go? They're like, okay. Another thing is, basically hated going to church because of them. Not because I don't like their religion or anything. But I would always, like, have my boyfriend go. So he and I can be together, like, hang out. Because that's, like, the only time we can hang out. And mind you, he's not in high school. Because he's 20. And actually, no, he was 19. He was 3 years older than me. And And they said, hey, if he ever wants rides, he can just ride with us. And I was like, okay. They're like, you just ask. And I'm like, okay. So I asked a couple times, and they're like, fine. And then another time, the last time I asked, she was all like, well, the house mom was all like, well, you know, he's like going past the freeway, so I don't know if I want to give him a ride. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, don't tell me ask next time. And she was always just scared to tell me stuff. Like, if she didn't like what I was doing, she wouldn't tell me. She would go to her husband, and he would tell me. And I'm like, why can't she tell me herself? I'm literally not intimidating at all. I'm like, if you saw me in high school, you would thought I was like in middle school. Another thing is, okay, I understand, I get it. So, you know, like bra straps, people say that's inappropriate, but like nowadays kind of like normal. But like I understand because it's a bra, I guess. But I don't care about it. But she got mad because I had my bra strap out. I was wearing a tank top and a bra under. She's lucky I was even wearing a bra because I had no boobs back then. So I didn't even have to wear a bra, but I still wore it. And she got mad because my sister did too. And she was like, you need to stop influencing your sister to wear her bra strap. And I'm like, okay. She's like, how would you feel about it if I was walking around with my thong strap out? I was like, honestly, that's different. Because, ooh, my shoulder is so sexy. Like, I get it, but I don't at the same time. Because I'm just like, a shoulder is nothing. Everyone knows you're going to be wearing a bra. Everyone knows you're going to be wearing panties. You don't need your thong string to hang out. Okay? If it's your bra, ooh, your shoulder is so sexy. I cannot open this. Because she literally, when she was trying to demonstrate, she really took out her thong. And I'm like, I don't care. And this is like all senior year when a lot of stuff happened. So I got tired of them being in my business. And yes, all parents try to be in your kids' business, but they weren't my parents, and I understand. But I think it's funny when they say one thing and they go against it. They told me I couldn't go to my junior prom. And then when it was prom day, because I already sold my tickets, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going anymore, so I'm going to just sell them. And then prom day, they're like, why aren't you getting ready? I'm like, I'm not going to prom. I was like, you guys said I couldn't go. They're like, oh, we meant you couldn't go with your boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, well, too late. Oh, I found a word for her. She was very preppy. She was white, and her husband is Costa Rican. But to not bore you guys, they kicked me out when 2 weeks before graduation. And that literally pissed me the heck off. Like, I was so pissed off. Well, their peaking point Well, before that happened, they're telling my CPS worker, oh, she's been really quiet with us. She's always in her room. She didn't want to talk to us. What teenager isn't like that? And even before, I was quiet anyways. And I was always in my room. No different. And then their peaking point was when they texted me and they said, hey, can one of you guys make the pastaroni? I was like, okay. They said one of you guys. So I look at my siblings and I'm like, hey. And they're like in middle school. I've been cooking since elementary. They know how to cook basic stuff. Pastaroni is basic. Instructions on the back. All you have to do is boil it, drain the water, put it in the packet, stir it. Okay, my sister was struggling, so I told my little brother, hey, go help her. And he was like, okay. And then when they get home, it's not done because my sister was struggling. So they got mad at me because I'm the second oldest sibling. So my boyfriend, oh, not my boyfriend. My brother is a year older than me. So he was already in college. He was like in dorms. So in the house, I was the oldest teenager or kid. And they were hella mad. And they're like, you know, your sister can't do it. Da, da. I was like, well, I sent Derek down there. He was like, well, he was struggling. And I'm like, okay, well, they didn't ask for help. And they're like, because they're scared of you. And I'm like, and they were just hanging out in my room. And they were acting scared. And they're like, do you even want to live here? And I was like, obviously, after graduation, I'm going to be gone. Like, after graduation, I'm gone. So, and that was the first time I ever gave him attitude. Because I always, you know, whenever they get mad at me for coming home at 8 o'clock, even though my brother came home at 11 when he was a senior, I get it. He's a boy. And yada, yada. I don't care. If I'm telling you I'm on my way home, then I'm on my way home. And literally, they had my location. So they can't be mad at me if I just tell them where I'm at, and they see where I'm at, and they're mad where I'm at. I'm like, what? Because I would be like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with so-and-so. And then I'm hanging out with them. And then they're like, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm at so-and-so's friend's house. And they're like, where? At Grove. They're like, you didn't say you were going to be in Elk Grove. I told you I was going to hang out with so-and-so. Don't expect me to stay in the area. Okay, and the way I dress is just shorts and like a tank top, like shorts. I mainly wore shorts in the summer. And you know, I am short, so it's hard to find shorts that are long. And one time I came home and they were mad because I was at my friend's family house in South Sac. And I lived in West Sac at the time. And my friend was like, well, my uncle's a cop and we're not going to do anything. They know where I'm at, so I don't know why they're being mad. So my friend drops me off. Because when they tell me to come home, I'm not going to go home right away. Because they were pissing me off. They're mad for no reason. So, be mad. And yes, I'm being petty, but I'm a teenager. I'm sorry we're not BFFs as you wanted me to be, but that's how I am. So I came home. My friend apologized. And they're like, thanks for apologizing, but Allison should be the one apologizing. And I looked at them and I was like, And they're like, and then she was like, housewife was like, look at the way you're dressing. Like, that's so embarrassing. And I was like, well, you're embarrassing. And I was like, I don't care. Like, this is gonna be the way I'm gonna dress. I buy my own clothes. You guys don't provide the money, the government does. So, they would guilt trip me to go to mission trips to Mexico. I'm not saying they're bad people, but they don't like it when you don't want to do what they want to do. Like, if you don't want to go to church, they don't like it. If you don't want to go on mission trips, they don't like it. No, if you don't even want to go to church. Did I say that already? I don't know. Anything to do with their religion and you don't want to do it, they'll be mad. So they guilt trip you to do it. But going back to the pastoroni thing, they're like, fine, you don't have to be here. I was like, okay. So the next day, and I told them I wanted to leave after graduation. I was like, I'm going to leave after graduation. They're like, okay. And the next day I come home from school and I see my CPS worker. And my CPS worker was like, hey, they want you to move out tomorrow. And mind you, my younger siblings live there. And that pissed me off because I'm like, they really couldn't have waited till graduation. Like, honestly. Well, I was like, whatever. I text my friend to come over to help me pack. Because I'm like, okay, if I gotta leave tomorrow, then I'm gonna get my shit now. Or get my shit together and pack. They were mad that she was there. So my CPS worker told me, I'm like, they really can't come upstairs and tell me. Like, okay. So I tell my friend she has to go because they didn't want her there. So I pack alone. And then next day comes. And I'm moving. He's trying to be nice. The youth pastor is trying to be nice. Trying to help me move. And I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, do you guys count that as getting kicked out? I count it as getting kicked out because I didn't wanted to leave yet, but I was eventually going to leave, but they wanted me gone. So yeah, that's getting kicked out, right? But what the heck? After I moved, I don't want anything to do with them, but they have my siblings. So, I'll be nice to them. Like, I won't be rude to them because they're taking care of my siblings. The person I moved in with, this is my third foster home. I wish I lived with her before because she's hella chill. Don't do this, guys. But hella chill. She understands. Like, she's like, you're young. You want to do stuff, like, as long as you're safe. Yada, yada. And then she goes to the same church. So when she goes to church, I go. And then obviously I'm gonna see them, so I can't ignore them. So I do say hi and stuff, but it's awkward. But one time I went out living with my third foster mom, and she called me and she was like, "Hey, can you watch the kids tonight?" She has triplets. They're like in 5th grade. And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." She was like, "Hey, well, I'm gonna go out tonight, so just get here like at like 10, 11 or something." That's okay. So I leave my friend's house like 10:30. Get there at like 11 something. And she was like, "Oh," I knocked on the door because I don't have a key to her place. And I knocked on the door. She ran downstairs, opened it. She's like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna come when I was trying to, or get here when I was gonna hop in the shower." She's like, "I thought you were gonna be here at like midnight or something." I was like, "No, I thought you said you wanted me here at 11. She's like, "I don't care." She was like, "Whenever I get ready, I always get ready late." I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, and then I graduated, or I was going to graduate, and then my first foster mom, she convinced me to give them 2 tickets for my graduation. I hecka did not want to. Did not want to give them tickets. But I was like, fine. Out of the kindness of my heart, I will. I really did not want to, but I did it. Ooh. And then I graduated. And then yeah, that was it. It's probably, my story was probably everywhere, but that was my experience in foster care, which wasn't too bad, but it was just annoying. I just wanted to live my teenage life, and they didn't want me to. They wanted me to live by the Bible, and I couldn't. Well, I'm just gonna eat this off camera. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If it's not nice, don't comment at all. Peace out, Girl Scout. Boop.